In this podcast episode, political scientist Ian Bremmer delves into a range of pressing topics, including the complexities of President Trump's policies, the implications of artificial intelligence, and the current geopolitical landscape, particularly concerning Russia, Ukraine, and the Middle East. Bremmer's insights provide a nuanced understanding of the challenges facing the United States and the world today. Bremmer discusses the chaotic nature of Trump's handling of tariffs, noting that the situation has shifted dramatically in a short period. The uncertainty surrounding these policies has created widespread discontent among American voters, allies, and adversaries alike. Bremmer points out that the U.S. is currently experiencing the highest level of global tariffs since the 1930s, leading to significant geopolitical uncertainty. He argues that while short-term chaos may not be the worst outcome, long-term instability could erode America's reputation and trustworthiness on the global stage. Bremmer believes that the U.S. must navigate its relationships with allies carefully, especially as countries like Japan and South Korea seek to solidify their ties with the U.S. amid rising tensions with China. He warns that if the U.S. continues to pick fights with its allies while trying to address its vulnerabilities with China, it risks isolating itself and losing its competitive edge. Bremmer acknowledges the necessity of decoupling from China, particularly regarding critical industries like semiconductors. He argues that the U.S. has historically made poor strategic decisions by outsourcing vital manufacturing capabilities to its largest military rival. However, he cautions that while addressing this issue is crucial, the U.S. must also maintain strong relationships with its allies to effectively counter China's influence. Trump's approach, according to Bremmer, has been characterized by a lack of patience and an unwillingness to listen to experts. This has led to a chaotic foreign policy that could have long-term consequences for America's standing in the world. Bremmer emphasizes that the U.S. needs to focus on outcompeting China rather than engaging in self-destructive trade wars. The conversation shifts to the transformative potential of AI, which Bremmer views as a meteorite screaming towards the Earth. He believes that AI will fundamentally change the way societies function, creating both opportunities and challenges. As AI becomes more integrated into daily life, it will likely lead to significant job displacement, particularly in white-collar sectors. Bremmer highlights the potential for AI to create a divide between those who have access to advanced technology and those who do not. He expresses concern that billions of people may be left behind in this technological revolution, exacerbating existing inequalities. The emergence of individual AI agents that can act on behalf of users could further deepen this divide, as those without access to such technology may struggle to compete in an increasingly fast-paced world. Bremmer provides insights into the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, noting that Trump's approach has been inconsistent. While Trump has expressed a desire to negotiate a ceasefire, Bremmer argues that he has not been tough enough on Putin. The former president's reluctance to criticize the Russian leader has raised questions about his commitment to U.S. interests. In discussing the situation in Gaza, Bremmer emphasizes the importance of upholding human rights and the rule of law. He criticizes the U.S. government's support for Israel's actions in Gaza, particularly the humanitarian crisis resulting from the ongoing conflict. Bremmer argues that the U.S. must stand for individual liberties and human rights, both domestically and internationally, to maintain its moral authority. Bremmer addresses the broader implications of Trump's presidency on the rule of law in the United States. He argues that the political system has become increasingly dysfunctional and kleptocratic, with money influencing power dynamics. This erosion of trust in institutions has led to a growing discontent among the American populace. He emphasizes that free speech is a fundamental right that should be protected for all individuals, including green card holders. Bremmer warns against allowing partisan politics to undermine the principles of due process and individual liberties that the U.S. was founded upon. He believes that American leaders must embody the values of democracy and human rights to restore faith in the system.